1,263 days till new halving, fear and greed sitting at 32, which is fear. 24 days left till the US presidential election, and Bitcoin is currently trading at 60.5k. We're trading at the middle of the falling channel, which is kind of neutral, at least on a daily time frame. We're trading above the 200 EMA, which is pretty fine news for us. On a weekly time frame, picture is looking kind of neutral. We're trading below the 20 EMA on a weekly. And the only positive news there is the weekly MACD finishing the red zone, giving us some bullish sentiment there. Monthly MACD is looking pretty bad, to be honest. At least we're above the 20 EMA support, which is roughly sitting at 50k. The current October month, which is usually is green, is still in a red. But we got 19 days left till the close of the current monthly candle, which is giving us some hope. Monthly MACD is still looking pretty bad, waiting for the reversal to happen in October, if it's gonna happen at least. But again, the election month is the next one, which is November. So waiting for that one. Ethereum correlating with the Bitcoin, no changes there. BTC dominant sitting at 57.7%. Trading above the 57.5% support. Ethereum dominance sitting at a 2-year low, 14% roughly. S&P is making new all-time high, trading at a range of new all-time high. Gold is trading pretty close to the range of new all-time high, no changes there. So in general, financial assets are looking pretty great. BTC is still waiting for the election day, which is 24 days left. So yes, pretty much all TA for today. Let's move on to the news. And one of the reasons why S&P is continuing to pump and making new all-time high is the CPI data, or inflation data. So the September month for the US inflation rate is currently dropping. It's sitting at 2.4%. The previous August one, 2.5, and before that was 2.9. So the drop of inflation is continuing. Inflation is slightly going down, is continuing to go down, and reasons, and because of the S&P is pumping, so that's one of the reasons why US indexes, stock indexes are pumping. Pretty nice to see. But the target for the inflation is 2%, so they're still waiting for 2%. That's the current aim. Also on the news, TD Bank hit with a record $3 billion worth of fine for laundering money for drug cartels. Apparently criminals prefer dollar over Bitcoin, which is pretty interesting news. SEC commissioner admits the approach to crypto has been a disaster for the whole industry, which is finally they admitting it, because SEC was really bearish back in the days when in the previous cycles. Nowadays they switching to the bullish sentiment, which at least you'll have to see that. Yeah, Ireland Crime Bureau cannot get access to drug dealers. $378 million worth of Bitcoin that was seized in 2020. Apparently since that time, 2020, it's since gone up in value from $56 million to $378 million. And again, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Also on the news, South Korea considering allowing institutions to buy Bitcoin, pretty bullish. China's central bank launches $70 billion worth of funding program to stimulate the economy and a capital market. Also on the news, Thailand considers allowing private funds to invest in a Bitcoin. Again, more Bitcoin adoption, pretty good. Coinbase customers can now send Bitcoin to Taproot enabled wallets. More adoption for centralized wallet. So apparently China just resurfaced an entire 158-kilometer highway using only drones and robots. Zero construction workers was used for resurfacing, which is pretty concerning if you're a construction worker of the highways. But again, China is pretty huge on technology nowadays, as you can see. Also, Trump saying that lower tax rate to 15% for companies that manufacture in the United States, so-called Made in America. Also, Trump is saying the biggest threat to democracy is stupid people. Let's hear it.
You see, that's the real threat to democracy, stupid people. That's the threat Our biggest threat to democracy is stupid people.
Again, reminding you 24 days left till the US election. Finally, on the news, the last news coming from CNN. So apparently CNN is admitting that Democrats drove Elon Musk away from a Democratic Party towards the Republican one. So let's hear it, what they have to say.
And I think where the Democrats started to lose Elon was actually personal. We should have celebrated his contributions to electric vehicles, even though he was against unionization and stood up to unions. We should have said, look, Starlink, great product. That needs to be used. We should celebrate the fact that he's had the first commercial success of private people in space. And I think a lot of it was that we didn't celebrate it, and he felt offended.
He does get a lot of attention.
I'm genuinely curious. I mean, was there something, do you think, that Democrats did? What was the thing?
Yes.
What was the thing that they
I got
did
I got a call from him
Elon
about it
Musk?
when he wasn't invited to that EV summit. He should have been invited. I called the White House. I never call the White House.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't you invite him? He's very angry. And in fact, I had an interview with Pete Buttigieg at the time, who also was a little bit glib about it. And I was like, he's critically important in this sector. I think the union thing was the big deal of why they didn't invite him, and they should have. He deserved that credit for
And then
what he's
people
been
were
doing.
tweeting out about his private flights and him taking a
Well,
private plane.
I'm sorry,
I don't
free
think
speech,
Democrats
like-
get blamed
Yeah,
for that.
that's
No, I'm just saying that, look, and I think he should stay off Twitter. I certainly think he shouldn't be making jokes about the vice president. But I think with the Democrats, remember, he was a supporter of Obama. Bill Clinton, Obama had this. And we are the party that is John F. Kennedy, that is about innovation, that is about entrepreneurship.
They didn't initially give him the tax credit.
We should be celebrating that.
So it's pretty much all news and tea for the Bitcoin today. Again, waiting for the US election. That 24 days left on the upcoming bull cycle or bullish momentum for the Bitcoin to start happening and at least to go above the falling channel, at the top of the falling channel, which is currently sitting at, it's currently sitting actually at a roughly 68k. Obviously it's falling, it's going down, so the top is slightly low, is getting lower. So it's currently sitting at 68k. It used to be 68.5, now it's 68. So the top is coming closer to for the current price, and meaning we're coming closer to the breakout out of this falling channel. So yeah, until the election, stuff like that, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon.